So everybody put your hands together for Jabari.
For the foundation of the music. Tell them, say, watch
it. So we are here for a specific reason, even though I could just, bullshit with you all night. We have 3 songs, 3 stories from you this evening, right?
Yes, sir.
Our first song we have is "Soul for Real," Candy Rain.
Yeah.
That's straight R&B. And what I'm gonna do is gonna play a little bit of it, and then we'll get into the story.
Perfect.
Cool. Y'all ready to listen? Yeah. All right. Cool. That is "Soul for Real," Candy Rain. Let's talk about it.
All right, man. So the story behind this song is the year 1995, family vacation.
Right. Okay. This song came out in '94.
Yes.
All right. So you're 95 family vacation. All right. Cool.
Yeah. I'm from Ohio, where everything comes out about a year later. So we're in Cleveland, driving down to Disney World. It's my mom, my dad, my little sister, my aunt, and then my 2 cousins, David and Whitney. We're in my dad's Astro van. And this is like the jam of the summer. So like every time you turn on the radio, like this song is on. And we're like just singing it in the back seat, me and my cousins. And it's just like pissing my dad off because it's just on over and over again. And you're listening to like, elementary school kids sing. We don't have the best voices. So it's just like, my love, do you ever dream of?
That's cute for the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For kids,
But this is also like, I want to say maybe a 3-day trip.
Oof.
Of this song just repeating over and over again. But this song brings back a lot of joy to me because it reminds me of like a simpler time in life, just hanging out with my cousins, playing like Game Boy in the back seat, stuff like that. But while this song brings a lot of joy, it also brings a lot of pain because on this trip, I got the worst ass whooping of my life.
Oh, did you get I'm pulling over this car right now?
The car had already been pulled over.
Oh, I've gotten that. Okay, yeah.
We were checking into a hotel in Florida, and my mom told me to go inside with my dad. He was checking in to get the hotel. My mom was driving around, going somewhere. I don't know where she was going. I started following my dad. He's going inside the lobby. I look back. I see my mom driving away in the Astro van, and something inside of me said, run. And I ran after the Astro van. My dad did not know where I was. I'm running behind this Astro van just in the middle of this like Holiday Inn parking lot, and I'm just like going full speed.
Like yelling for your mom?
I was like, hey,
Mama, no.
But then I don't know why I did it. But then like my cousins told my mom like, hey, Jabari's like behind us. He's running. And Forrest Gump had just came out. So they're just like, run, Forrest, run.
Yeah.
So I'm running after the Astro van. Eventually I catch up. I get inside. My mom is pissed. Because for all they know, I could have been like kidnapped, abducted. This is pre-cell phones. My dad had no idea where I was at. So we went into the hotel room. It's me and my mom. And she spanked me. And not like just it was like pants down, underpants down, belt.
That's
spank.
old school.
Old school.
That's 1990s. We couldn't do that today.
No. So I got lit up by my mom.
Where's Dad?
I don't know where he was. I didn't have the authority to ask questions at this point based on my decisions to run.
You always want one parent to be like, baby, don't hit him too hard. And if you don't.
I didn't have that.
Around. Oh, man.
I burned a lot of bridges on that trip.
Oh, no.
So I got spanked. And then
what state?
In Florida.
Oh, so you made it all the way down.
This is in Florida.
Before Disney World?
I don't remember.
Okay.
There's a lot that's fuzzy after this point.
So he must have cracked. He must have, from Ohio, he got to Florida and was just like, no matter what. Your mom was just like, no matter what, somebody's getting it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was the one that got it.
Yeah.
So she spanked me, lit me up, told me to go clean myself off. Like, not blood. Let me.
Just tears.
Just tears.
Yeah.
So I went to go take a bath. And I'm sitting in the tub.
It's very mature.
And I'm crying because I still took baths at this point. I wasn't a grown man yet. I sat down in the tub. I'm sitting in the tub just soaking and just kind of thinking about my life choices and how I need to be better. Then my dad comes in the room. He takes off his belt, pops it 2 times. Pop, pop.
Yeah.
Looks me in the eye and says, "It's time."
What?
I was like, "Dad, it's already." He's like, "Get up." And
No.
then he spanks me.
Dad, why? What?
And I'm wet. So if you've ever been wet and then hit with a belt, it was rough. It was one of those whippings, like if white people saw it, I immediately would get reparations.
I did.
No
Yeah.
questions asked. Slavery is being fully apologized for. It was that type of a whooping.
It's a more common thing, I think, in our household.
Yeah.
At least just a standard belt like that.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
But the thing is, my dad did not know my mom spanked me.
Oh, Jesus.
My mom had stepped out of the room for a second. She heard me getting whooped, and she busted, "No, Tim, no. No,
Okay,
I already got him. I already got him, Tim. I was like, she got me, Tim. I mean, Dad. She got me. I'm good. I've learned."
Man. And now, there's no taking those beatings back, right?
No. No. So,
Any apologies? Did your dad
no, he did apologize.
It's too grown. Can't apologize.
He did
yeah.
apologize. So then I ended up getting back in the tub, cleaning myself off. And
You were
I just,
relentless with this tub, man.
and I remember like just sitting there, and that happy song turned into like a Negro spiritual. Or I'm just sitting there rubbing myself. My love, do you have a dream of? Hallelujah.
Cousins, siblings, were they
They're in a
just like-
different room.
They're in a different room. They heard it.
They knew about it.
Yeah.
To this day, every time I see them, like, nigga.
That one
Remember
time.
when you got lit up?
Yeah. Oh,
Down
yeah.
yeah.
My dad, I don't think he actually ever pulled over. He would just fix that rear view mirror real quick, just
Ooh.
right. I'm just like, whoop, and we just like straighten up real quick. And he would literally like reach around like, stop it. So yeah, man, I get that. That's real. So this song, what does it bring you today? Just because that's a wide range of emotion.
It brings me laughter.
Okay.
Because like it's just funny to me now looking back on it. I can laugh at it, but I also feel like I'm getting payback with my son because he makes similar choices to me. Like he would be the one that would just have that urge, run in the middle of the airport, you know, like, and I have to like remember be patient with him.
Yeah.
Because 20 years ago it was me running in Florida. So it's full circle.
That is full circle.
This is like my Lion King song.
The circle of life.
It's a circle of life.
This does not end with the beating though. This is nice.
No.
It's a good ending.
It's a good ending.
That's cool. That's a beautiful thing. Does your dad remember this story?
I'm sure he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like one in many. So it could just be like nothing, or it could be like, oh yeah, I remember that time.
No, this was the whooping to end all whoopings. But I say that because it wasn't my last whooping, so I guess it really didn't end all whoopings. There's just no whooping after this that mattered.
Yeah.
All of the other ones were just insignificant compared to what I got that day.
Right. You remember it when it's outside of state lines. Like when it's not, I'll be like, man, I was so far away from home.
Right. Because you don't have the comfort of home. You can't grab your favorite pillow.
Exactly. There's no hideout spots. You're just stranded.
You're just sleeping on a cot.
Yeah.
You know, you're not even getting the privilege of sleeping in the bed at that point.
Very close quarters. Everybody know what happened. Your cousins know you just got mashed up.
Right.
And it's just like,
yeah,
sorry,
bro.
Yeah. That's cool. That's anything else? That's story number one.
That's story number
let's
one.
Go for story number one, man. First beating. Nobody's talked about a beating on this podcast before. That's a part of the process of growing up, though. Well, not today. I don't know what I'm not. Don't beat your kids. Next song. Yeah. So this is a fun one. So that was 1994.
Yeah, man.
And I think we're fast forwarding to the year 2000 with this song. I'm not sure if you'll recognize this.
It's an indie group.
Yeah, indie group.
It's an indie group. They had a little record.
you.
These guys like indie rock too. Okay.
Yeah, this is indie rock.
Everybody's into indie music here.
If you don't know, that was a band by the name of NSYNC. The song called "Bye Bye Bye." This song came out January 2000, so right after Y2K.
Y2K.
Yeah, right to Y2K, and then it was just like
You're drinking that bathtub water you stored up for months.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And then NSYNC dropped Bye Bye Bye. Bye 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 was an ode to that bathtub water.
True story. True story. All your food that you used and when the world's about to go over.
Right.
Bye bye bye. You're surviving. So Justin Timberlake, Bye Bye Bye, go.
All right. So as you guys know, I grew up in Ohio. When my junior year came around, there was a teen club that opened up. It was called the Boot, Scoot, and Saloon.
It was a what club?
It was a teen club. Well, I take this back. It was a country western bar that started a teen night. And the place was called the Boot, Scoot, and Saloon. We called it the Boot for short.
Wait, a bar had a teen night?
It had a teen night every Friday night.
Ohio's different, man. Ohio, I don't know, man. That's strange, but okay.
It had a teen night every Friday night from like 8 to midnight was like teen night, right? So I remember going there, and it was like the most magical place. You paid a $10 cover.
What? Oh
all the soda you could drink out of a little plastic cup, and you could just dance your ass off all night. You will walk in. The whole place was just like this big, open, like almost warehouse-looking space.
Yeah.
There was a stage, and then there was a dance floor. Around the dance floor was like a wooden cowboy fence, right? And so I remember this fence because, like, if a girl liked you, she'd put you up on the fence, and she'd start twerking on you. But this is... It wasn't called twerking then. It was just what black people dance like.
That's great.
And then we got a name for it,
great.
like in the mid-2000s, we started calling twerking. We were twerking before it was twerking.
Oh, 200%.
Yeah.
That was like back that ass up.
Yes.
That's what that was, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's from that time period.
Right.
So I remember going there and, like, you know, the DJ's spinning stuff like, you know, mystical, like, shake it, ass.
Okay, yeah.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, show me what you work with.
Show me what, yeah. It's like Nelly, like, it's getting hot in her, so take off all your clothes. Getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off.
Yeah.
Ludacris, throw them bows.
Oh, man.
Little
Yes.
John and the East Side Boys. It was a lot of stuff like that. And I remember, like, on my first night there, the DJ was playing, like, Little John and the East Side Boys and all that type of stuff. And then the music stopped, and then NSYNC's Bye 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 came on. The dance floor cleared out. First of all, let me say, this place is about 80% black, maybe 20% white.
Okay.
So NSYNC's Bye 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 came on. The dance floor cleared out.
That's great. If we're in here, the dance floor would not be cleared out.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. So the dance floor cleared out. All of a sudden appears about 10 white dudes and their one black friend.
Hell yeah.
And they start doing the choreography to this song perfectly. They're doing, and it's not like they did it for a minute. They did the whole 4-minute song choreography.
God damn it.
And they're hitting it hard.
Yeah.
And you could tell they practiced. You could tell they rehearsed. And when it was over, like, they struck that pose, like, ain't no lie, baby, bye, 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 bye,
Yeah.
bye.
Oh, no.
And they're all, like, looking around, like, waiting for applause. And it never came. No one talked to them.
You know what? We can't be mad. That's like a beautiful... Can you imagine that? Like, that they really talked about that. That's passion for NSYNC. I mean...
They were very passionate about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, the only people that came up to them were, like, their girlfriends, like, afterwards, like, you did so good, babe.
Yeah, I know, baby. I know.
Yeah. It was like that. And, like, it was crazy. I was like, all right, well, that was weird. That happened. I didn't realize that this was going to be an every week occurrence.
Oh, no.
Every time I went to the booth, midway through the night, that song came on, and they danced. Wow. They danced very hard. And it became real frustrating for me. I was a little awkward in my teenage years, so it was hard to ask a girl to dance. So by the time I finally get the nerve to, like, ask her to dance or whatever, like, that shit came on. It was like, bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
And it, like, you know, the girls and me like, oh, I'm tired. I don't really want to dance to this one, you know.
See, it'd be like if Cupid Shuffle came on right now.
Right.
Like, I'd be all out here, but with the dance move on lock. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
So I get it. That's their Cupid Shuffle.
Basically.
That's their Cupid, can't be mad at that. Man, But to be fair, I don't even know. I was never good with choreographed dancing, like the Soldier Boy dance.
No.
I mean, I'll hop along and throw my arms around, and I'll do it. But like, I don't know it like step by step. You know what I mean?
All I got is the you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I do that part and then I sit down.
Yeah, that's
And then I come back up when it's another you.
yeah. Yeah, that's it. And you never joined in the NSYNC?
No. Never did. I never had desire for it.
When at a younger age, I mean, when NSYNC was out, I was never a fan because it was like as younger, I was like, oh, this is corny, this is pop music, and they were crushing TRL. Like,
yeah,
they were best friends with Carson Daly. Like, Britney Spears was over all the time, and I just never got into it. But Justin Timberlake, I eventually started. I couldn't even hate. I was like, damn it, I like his music.
Yeah, he was dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Features sex sounds or whateber.
Yeah, Future Sex, Love Sex.
Yeah, and
Oh, Timberlake. Okay,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. No, exactly. 200%, of course. This is good. Yeah, nobody else took off really from NSYNC. But
No, he was the only one.
yeah.
And now that I think about it, there's a really weird thing about it. You said that song came out in 2000.
Yeah.
This is 2002. So they're doing this 2-year-old.
From 2002. Round them up, baby. DJ. NSYNC. Bye. You know what to do. Let's go.
I don't know who they bribed. And this is my thing, is like,
Ohio, man. That's so strange, I think. I'm not making fun. It's just strange.
it was a strange thing because in my mind, like, how did you form this group?
Yeah, they're a group.
Yeah, it was like,
That's not just friends.
bro, do you want to come over? We can get in the garage and we
Yeah.
can dance to Bye.
Yeah.
Go to the boot and kill them.
I mean,
But nobody ever battled them. There was no like follow-up challenge song.
like Backstreet Boy. There was no Backstreet Boy group
No.
to that. Yeah.
Or like New Edition or Drew Hill. Like no one ever like battled them. They just kind of killed the vibe. Honestly, like it
Yeah.
took like the DJ 3 songs to like get it back.
Now, did you ever practice a dance move like on your own?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like I get the energy.
Yeah. Like I used to want to airwalk. You
Like,
guys know what airwalking is?
You mean moonwalk? Moonwalk?
No, it's
You mean straight floating, dog?
this is the shit that like Usher used to do.
Which move?
Here, I'll do it. It won't pick up on the podcast.
I'll describe it.
This is like airwalking.
Okay. Oh yeah. I can't describe it. Oh no, he's like moonwalking in place, right? He's like going in a circle. It's like if you were on that one of the, what do you call it? The walking escalator? No, like at the airport. The walking sidewalk. Was it? Like a treadmill. It's like a treadmill,
Yeah.
but you're on just you're on the floor. Okay.
Yeah,
didn't know
I
it was-
practiced that for weeks.
It's worth it.
Getting ready for my first school dance, maybe like in 8th grade, because I didn't know how to dance. I went to like a Christian school for elementary school. There was no dancing.
It was just gospel.
It wasn't. There was
Oh.
no dance at all. We didn't have those type of functions.
It was just scripture.
It was basically scripture and prayer. No one twerks to prayer.
That's true. Not yet.
Not yet. It's
Yeah,
coming.
Yeah. I was just about to say it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but yes, you can twerk to Kanye's.
Church,
Jesus
put on
Big, yeah.
Luke chapter 4, verses 5, and drop that ass.
We gonna twerk today, y'all.
Hallelujah.
Twerk to the head.
Right.
Yeah, I used to practice the crip walk.
I practiced that.
Any and all variations of that. I could do it left-footed, right-footed, backwards, forwards. I could never do the Harlem Shake. I could never. There's like a one additional like shoulder shimmy in there I could never get, but I always did it though.
I could do it. I could not do it well, where
Yeah.
anyone would compliment me.
Yeah.
Of doing it. It was like, oh, he's dancing.
Right. You're like, no, this is forget it.
This is the Harlem Shake,
You don't get it, yeah. And then this isn't we're not talking about the Harlem Shake, like the
new one.
like the social media where everybody was like dancing and then would they freeze? No, they would start doing crazy shit
Yeah.
to music. It's not that Harlem Shake. We're talking about like
We're talking like the Bad Boy,
right, exactly.
99,
Yeah.
2000.
Breathe, stretch,
Take that,
shake.
take that,
Check it out.
take that.
Breathe, stretch, shake.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Shout out NSYNC. Bye. That's 6. Cover dead. Cool. All right, let's do the last song here.
Perfect.
Cool. All right, this last song. Let's give it a listen. We're talking about scripture here.
Yeah.
All right.
Preach
Talk about
work.
it. Yeah. You said preach work?
Pre-twerking.
Pre-twerking. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's up with this song?
All right, so in 2003, I went to college. I went to Eastern Michigan University. Made some friends that were a part of the gospel choir. So like the university had their own gospel choir. So I joined, which was weird because I couldn't really sing, but like I needed something to do.
I mean, you were singing when you were a kid.
Yeah.
On that road trip, you were just.
I was, but I was not good
Yeah.
singing. But I joined the gospel choir, and it was eye-opening because it was like very culturally different. Because I'm not from like that traditional black church. Like whatever you think black church is like, I'm not from that. Like that Tyler Perry. Medea.
Right. Yeah.
Turn around and tell your neighbor
Yeah.
that everything is gonna be all right. If you believe, it's gonna be all right. All right. Hey! God's got a blessing with your name on it. I'm not from that. I'm from a much more subdued church.
Yeah.
It's not. No one's ever made that sound in my church.
Yeah.
No one's voice has ever gotten raspy, even with the cold.
Yeah.
There's no glory.
There's no sweating in this church.
There's no sweating.
It's just mild mannered.
Right. Buttons are limited to, or suits are limited to 3 buttons. There's
3
no
button
like
suits.
9 button Steve Harvey
Yeah.
suits.
No, right. No pinstripes.
There's nothing like that. So the gospel choir had a lot of that, right? There was a lot of like Baptists, there was a lot of Kojic, like Church of God in Christ. So like speaking in tongues, running around the building, like shouting,
Yep. Oh yeah.
passing out, like, that was all new to me. I'd never seen niggas faint before.
No, I've had that. I've been to churches where people call it the Holy Ghost. It's a scene. It's wild because, especially as a kid, you're like, are they faking it? Like
Right.
even now, I don't know, but I'm sure they're not faking it.
No, they're very serious about what they do. I thought they were faking it at the time.
It's scary. It's funny when you're a kid. I don't know, but I've never really caught the ghost, I suppose, like that anyway.
Yeah, I'm.
So this is your first exposure to it.
This is my first exposure to that. So I'm with the gospel choir for a few months. We actually happened to be the backup choir for Dorinda Clark Cole, who was the artist I just played.
Wow, yeah.
So she was doing a live videotaping, and she had just dropped the album like a year before. So now they're doing like a live concert that they're gonna promote or whatever. So we're at the concert, and she's singing that song. This is like a really big, powerful worship song, where it just like takes people into the spirit, and like people just start praising, people start shouting, passing out, whatever. So it gets to that point in the song where like it's really hitting like that. And I look around and people around me are just like going into worship. The whole place, like the audience members, the choir, like everyone's just like in this deep worship. Like speaking in tongues and all that. Everybody was in worship, but this guy. And so I look around and everyone's like kind of passed out around me, and I'm just like still just standing there just waiting for it to be over because
Unfazed?
Unfazed. I'm
okay.
not impressed
Okay, all right.
by any of it.
Yeah.
And so
Like, I just came here to sing.
I came here to sing because I've been in praise break situations before, and they're usually like 3-4 minutes, and then they're done. We were like on minute 7. I was like, all right, I guess this is just going to be a thing tonight. And I started to realize, all right, they're videotaping this. I should probably like move.
Oh, no.
So I sat down.
Okay.
And I just like rubbed the person's back that was just next to me.
At least you didn't pretend. I see. I might have just jumped right in. You didn't pretend.
I didn't pretend because I didn't believe in that stuff at that
That's true,
time.
okay.
So
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, all right, whatever. So I just sat down. But like looking back on it, like I felt bad because this was like a DVD. Like they were promoting
Yeah.
this thing. And it's funny because like I found it online years later. Like the clips are on YouTube. And I was showing my wife like, yo, look, that's Jamal, that's Mary, that's me. And then like when that song came on, it immediately stops when the worship comes on. So like there's all like this pure, beautiful worship that can't be seen because I'm this one asshole that was just standing there.
And
While everyone else is having like this really touching, like inspirational moment.
what do you do, man? Like that's. I think you handled it the right way. You're like, I'm
No,
not gonna,
I
I'm
did
not
not
gonna just
handle it
jump
the
in.
right way.
Well, I'm not just gonna jump in and pretend. I'm gonna help people out. I'm gonna be the wingman. I'm gonna guide you to your spiritual journey, and cool you out.
But see, the thing was, it took me 7 minutes to get there.
I'm trying to
It
help
wasn't
you.
like I
I'm
did
trying to
this
help
minute
you.
one. I just literally just stood there, hands in my pocket,
Yeah.
looking around throughout this whole experience. And when I say people in worship, I'm not talking like gentle worship. It's talking about, yes, Jesus, yes, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. It's like pleading to God. They're having a moment, and I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, oh,
Man.
right.
Yeah, trying to get this Sunday on, everybody.
It wasn't even Sunday, dog.
Oh no!
It was a Friday
What?
night.
Oh, come on!
It was a Friday night in Detroit. I had plans, dog.
Oh, that puts some funk in everything.
It
like,
put some funk in everything, and all the while I'm waiting for it to be over. All I hear is, ah, Jesus!
on a Friday night.
On a Friday night.
Damn. Sunday morning, maybe.
They
If you're gonna do that, put some bass behind it or something.
they go hard. And the thing was, like, I'm used to like church being done in like an hour. Like they're doing 30-minute prayers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those
yeah.
long prayers, like Our Father, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, maker of all the stars and all the seas. Like telling God everything that he done did, like he don't know.
Yeah.
Like God don't know his resume. You know what I mean? Like the maker of the rainbow and the otter. Like, oh, God was like, oh yeah, I guess I did do that.
It sounds beautiful.
I was busy. That was a productive day for me. It was like I spent all day at Indy Hall and just closed the proposal. You like that little shout out right there?
Shout out. Shout out Indy Hall. God.
But yeah, that's how they pray. It's like them
Yeah.
long, drawn out prayers. Like, come on, dog. Like, he knows. He knows. Ask him for what you want.
It doesn't count if you don't yell it, man. You got to really be into it.
Most of my prayers have never counted, Chris.
You got to start yelling, man.
I gotta start
You gotta
yelling.
start yelling.
Okay. Jesus, I need a promotion.
Oh, okay, Jabari. I didn't hear you before.
God, I want to be a paid comedian.
Oh, all right, baby.
Lord, I want generational wealth.
Now, hold up. Don't you that's for too much.
Lord, I want reparations from the beating I took back in 1995 from my daddy, Jesus.
I can't even do that. I'm God. They won't.
But
they won't
Jesus,
let
you made the otter. You made the rainbow. If you did it back then, I know you can do it again. Touch me.
Woo! Let's do it. Damn, that's beautiful, man. You know, I feel like those beatings carried you into that spiritual journey, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not. I didn't really get my life together till much later in life where I was like, you know, I should probably take God seriously.
You take him seriously.
I take him more seriously now than I did in like my childhood. Like I got saved as a kid because I was scared. Like, cause at the Christian school I was at, they showed us, it was like the rapture or something like that. It was basically like the end of the world and like the devil coming back in 666 and like, you know, Christians' heads getting cut off. I was like,
World's
ooh,
over.
I don't want that. I don't know what I'm signing up for, but I want to, you know.
What turned that around? Because I think it's easy to go back. I went the other way. I went the other way. So I think I grew up with the church in the house or whatever. We always had to go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
And then come high school, college, I started separating myself from like at least a specific religion or just a tradition of it. Not necessarily like being atheist, but just like, I don't know about this religion in particular.
Yeah.
But you went the other way.
Well, I was always in it, and then basically what happened, I got myself into some situations that I couldn't fix myself, and I had to trust in something that was bigger than me. Like, it was the year that I got married.
Marriage will do that to you.
Marriage will do that to you. So me and my wife, we got married in Chicago. I'm driving to Chicago, and I get a call saying that my whole department's been laid off. So I lose my job like 2 or 3 days before I get married. Everything with the wedding goes about as bad as you can expect it to be.
Wow.
Like, the catering was messed up. The preacher came in like a little bit late. Just stuff went wrong. The day after we got married, this is gonna bring the mood down, but it's okay because we're family here. The day after we got married, my wife had to be rushed to the hospital because we found out she was having an ectopic pregnancy. So for those of you that don't know what that is, like, basically the baby is trapped in the fallopian tubes, and it's either gonna die, it's gonna die, and the question is it gonna kill the mother too? So like, that situation happened, and I found I was gonna be a dad, and I was gonna lose the baby all at the same time, and it happened to be on Father's Day.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like this really rough situation that happened to me. And there's more stuff than that. I'm not even going to go into all the details because we'll be here for a while. But, like, shit just crashed. And I couldn't fix any of it. Like, no matter, like, how much money I may have had, no matter how many resources I had, I couldn't fix those situations.
Was that something where it came about where you're like, all right, I feel spiritual now? Or were you like, all right, I'm at my last sort of like hope here, I need to seek out something? Like, did you seek it out, or did it just come about?
It was just more being at my breaking point. Like, I've always believed in God. I've always been, I don't know if I say a spiritual person, but I always like tried to do what was right. But this was like the thing that launched me, like, yo, you need to get your stuff together. Like, you're married now, you already got a son, you just lost a child. My wife was broken, like, in that whole situation. So it's like, you got to be better. You got to really step up. And it's going to take more than, like, just you to do that. So that's pretty much what launched me into that.
Yeah. And I think when we hear, like, people, like, hollering at church and, like, catching the Holy Spirit, I think it's, like, releasing all that.
Yeah.
To, like, releasing whatever grievance you have, even from a childhood to adulthood, and, like willing whatever you want to happen. That's all like the like,
yeah, releasing all that stress. Life is hard, man. You got to get it out somewhere, and that's just how some people choose to get it out.
Yeah, and that's one thing where it's like, whatever religion, whatever how religious you are, for me, I'm like, it's brought so many members of my family grace or peace, where, like, regardless of what I personally think about tradition or going to church or whatever, I'm like, this is making, my aunt, my mom, my dad, like, happy.
Right.
So, or making anybody in the world, it gives them that sort of peace. So, like, if anything, that's the joy in it, where I'm like, I can't really turn my back to that.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Everybody's got to do what works for them.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
So now that the energy is down, now that we've all had a sad moment, we've shed a tear in our soul.
No, we took a little road trip there.
We took a
little road trip there. So we started off with the road trip.
Yeah.
From Ohio.
Soul for Real, Candy Rain.
Yeah, beautiful song. We slid into that little bar in Ohio.
Boot Scoot Saloon. You put some respect on the boot.
Scoop with the P. Scoop.
Scoot.
Oh, Scoot.
The boot Scoot and Saloon. It's still there. I Googled it today. I was curious.
Just in case. If you find yourself in Ohio, Boot Scoot Saloon, we'd love to have you, by the way. And
if you guys are looking for a good teen night, if you guys are in the mood for some all-you-can-drink soda, that's the spot. And they made bank there because it would be like 300, 400 of us, $10 each, $3,000, $4,000 a night, selling soda.
And like probably no teenagers actually paying for that. That's just their parents, so it just doesn't matter. Like I would never pay for a $10 cover today.
You were cooler than me.
And my teenage years, I mean, it would have been like, hey, mom and dad, can I have $10? Because all your friends are doing it. But I get it. And then we have our gospel song.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. Eastern Michigan. Well, that wraps up another episode of Playlist of Your Life. You want to plug anything?
Yeah. So I perform at the Philly Improv Theater. You can catch me most Friday nights at 8 p.m. with my team fan club. Tess is here. She's on the team too. I also perform at Comedy Sports. I'm there. I don't really have a schedule there. Just when I get booked on Saturdays. And, you know, you can catch me at your local Delco playground with my children. Or at Chuck E. Cheese. Or at the Oasis, which is another family fun center. So if you're looking for me, look for children or places where they have all-you-can-drink soda, because I'm about that shit. And that's where you'll find me. Find the soda fountain, you'll find Jabari Dortch.
That's dope. Very cool.
Where can they find you?
You could find me. This is it right here.
Then you found them, people.
You got it. Yeah, hopefully this becomes a thing. We really appreciate you being here. I'd love to have you back.
Where can they follow you, Chris?
Oh, you can follow me at Chris Esperance _. There's another at Chris Esperance. You'll see right away that is not me. But yeah, follow, and you can follow at Playlist of Your Life on IG as well. One plug I have: if you're looking for a volunteer organization to donate to, check out Haitian Sports Foundation, HSF. My dad actually helped co-found it. It's a volunteer organization down in Haiti, and they help put together sports programs. We literally just built a basketball court for kids down there, and they built a computer room as well for kids. So
Nice.
all the money goes to that organization to kids in Haiti. So check it out, Haitian Sports Foundation. And then thank you so much for joining and being here. That has been Playlist of Your Life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Foundation of the music. Tell them so. Watch it.